Okay, so here we will be changing the filter, air filter of the engine of the biturbo E550. Begin by removing the cover of the engine by gently pulling. As you can see, the engine is secured, the engine cover is secured with these few clips. Gently remove the small covers. This will expose the oil filter. And you are pretty much in good shape. Now you need to loosen this hose by gently pulling towards you, and also free this gasket here, or whatever it's called. Make sure you loosen this screw a lot, and then pull the filter housing away from the hose. Turn it sideways. I did not remove the sensor, the electric sensor that's in the back of it. Loosen all of those screws, and then gently with a screwdriver pry open the filter housing. You will end up with something like this. At 42,000 miles, the filter is quite dirty, and the housing is full of bugs and debris. I actually threw the big pieces out already. Thoroughly clean up all the dust and junk with a damp paper towel. If you're washing it, be sure that there's absolutely no moisture left in it. Let it dry for a really long time so that there's absolutely no moisture left in the housing before reassembling it. I do prefer the original parts for my vehicle, so I purchased this from the dealer. And this is what the new filter looks like compared to the old filter with about 40,000 miles, 42,000 miles on it. Now we have to tackle the other side again by gently pulling on this hose and releasing this screw. On this side you will find a wire tucked into the filter housing. I gently removed it from the hole, and then here you twist this gently to release it. Twist it down to release it from this clamp. Again, lift and release the housing from the rest of the assembly. Flip it on its side, and you're ready to unscrew these Torx screws again. Free this wire so that it's not in the way. Gently. Do not try to fully remove these screws. They will stay put even if they are completely released. With a screwdriver, gently pry the housing open. Notice the clean side of the filter housing, and let's see what's in here. Ooh, not good. Verify with your dealer that you have the correct part. You need 2 of these filters. As you could see, the part number, and you are ready to place the new filter into the housing. As I said, do not allow any kind of moisture to enter the engine. Allow both housings to thoroughly dry before reassembling them. With the filter placed in the housing, I cross-tighten the screws. And it's ready to be placed back. You can use this time to clean any kind of debris that is on your engine before placing these clamps back here and here. Also notice there is a small, looks like a pin that needs to be placed in this hole. Okay, so this pin here needs to be placed in this hole. That's the right assembly, or the driver's side. With both air intake hoses in place, make sure everything is nice and tight, and tighten the clamp. When placing the filter, be sure that you gently press on the orange insulation to get it inside the plastic housing. Make sure nothing stays on the outside before attempting to reassemble it. Okay, now it's ready to go back in there. Tighten screws until they can no longer move. Make sure you don't over tighten them. Do it by hand, and as I said, use this time to clean any kind of junk that's under the filter housings. Now be sure to thread the wire back around the housing. and check the wiring. Push the element back in place, the housing I should say, back in place, and you're pretty much all set. Again, do not forget to fasten the clamp. At this point, you are ready for placing back the engine cover. Make sure it's secure. It's not that easy doing that with one hand. And you are ready to go.